Hi, I'm Ina, and I'm currently a 10th grader at the Hill School in Pennsylvania. I'm really interested in studying the Latin language, exploring social science, and examining history. I studied Latin at my school, and I'm really fascinated by the Greek and Roman mythologies. Not only are the stories captivating, but they also reflect some social norms and teach life lessons. People never know how factual they are, but I wonder why they're written and passed down if they are not realistic. They mirror the history and culture of ancient Greece and Rome, and most importantly, illustrate how mankind has evolved through the history. As the saying goes, history is always written by the winners. We may never know which perspective the history is told from. However, I strive to be a critical reader who questions and always approach a text with curiosity. Historical stories satisfy my curiosity in both history and social development as history tends to repeat itself. In the Eureka program, analyzing history by digging deep into the Latin language is a unique combination and a precious opportunity for me to build a deeper understanding of both Latin and history. For my Eureka program, the research topic is mainly about the interactions between form and content, which is crucial for approaching historical research, especially of ancient Rome. By analyzing the text using source criticism, we can gain comprehensive insights into the social context of history. As readers, developing a critical approach to evaluate and interpret is essential, as source criticism provides an understanding of credibility of the source. For readers, it is crucial to understand the text, namely a source, as best as we can. Therefore, what does it really mean if we are interested in classical antiquity, or more specifically, the 1st century BCE and its conquest of ancient Gaul? Then the most crucial source we should probably take a look at is Caesar's Bellum Gallicum. It is the most convincing and valid primary source for us to understand the context in different dimensions, as it records the last phase of the Roman republics and the initial phase of the early Roman Empire. In order to contextualize Caesar's Bellum Gallicum as literature and to bring out some hidden aspects of the text, readers need to focus on the form and content, namely how form can contribute to its corresponding content. During my research journey, my instructor provided me with original texts in Latin first as one of the options to formulate my research topic. After examining the papers provided by my professor, I decided to focus on the unity of form and content, especially in the cases of Cicero, Caesar, and Ovid. In Ovid's Amoris, he's remarking on his mastery of the form, which he makes his argument from writing an epic to a love poetry. He plays with the meter of the poetry in the form of a joyride and precisely comments on the unity of form and content when they are about to fall apart. Ovid's love poetry Amoris draws the reader's attention to form a logical understanding by creating many suspenses. He aims to demonstrate his ability in writing both the epic and elegiac couplet. He thus provides the reader with irony, amusement, and wit. Finally, he abandons his previous decision and decided to compose an elegiac couplet under the guise of God's intervention. Caesar also comments on the unity of form and content in a similar way in his commentary, where he structured the speech precisely with vivid tones of the Gauls and variations in word usage. His commentary is often referred to and examined as the primary source for historians, who's investigating further into the Roman military tactics and imperial expansions. It demonstrates Caesar's campaign to win the civil war and declare himself as a dictator. He shapes his narrative in idioms, and the language used is seemingly simple. He instead emphasizes the position of words in the reported speech in order to prevail over the Gauls ideally, not only in their debate, but also when he eventually secures Roman authority over the Gaul in his entirety. His endeavor in manipulating the form and content to convey the Gauls' emotional investment and their hidden voice is essential for us to understand the text better, but it's not enough to depict what has genuinely happened in Gaul. His commentary comments on the historical scenes under the guise of historical writing, while he includes his own personal bias. His commentaries, even from a contemporary perspective, are more suitable to be analyzed as literacy texts, but more problematic to be assumed as historical sources. Lastly, in likely manner, Cicero manipulates the form of his speech by understanding his oration skills, precisely to demonstrate his rhetorical learns from poet Archaea. He's corroborative by giving credit to his mentor with form matching with the content, while he deliberately underemphasized the content itself. By defining a Roman citizen with its cultural identity, Cicero's eloquent oration resolves the political crisis of his mentor. The biggest takeaway I've gained from this program is to find subtle meaningfulness between interactions of text. By digging deep into text, I'm able to investigate the connotations hidden and interpret to gain a deeper understanding of history. Reading, analyzing, and writing used to be difficult tasks for me. I often struggled when I couldn't fully focus on the text and situate myself into the scenes. During this program, I'm stepping out of my comfort zone and getting engaged when I analyze Latin. Every time I precisely scan the text and find form complementing its content, I gain such satisfaction that drives me to explore more. The primary skill of gain is to think and analyze critically like a historian, with minimum personal biases. My approach while analyzing the text is to settle down my heart, carry certain curiosity, keep myself proactive, and be immersive in the contents. In the Eureka program, it provides me with unique opportunities to further explore the topics that I'm passionate about, and leads me to discover more possibilities of myself. I'm confident that I always have my own ideas to share and well listen to different perspectives. By absorbing and integrating different perspectives, I can diversify my way of thinking that may impact my life in the future. And finally, thanks for listening.